Art of money. Theme: understanding money, using it wisely, and respecting values over wealth. In a small town named Sonanagar, there lived a man named Ramesh. He was not rich, but he was not poor either. Ramesh ran a small shop where he sold old coins and notes. People called him Coin Baba because he knew everything about money, old and new. Ramesh loved money, but not just for buying things. He loved the history, the art, and the stories behind every coin. He said, money is not just metal or paper. It is art. It is life. Many people laughed at him. Money is for spending, not for looking, they said. But Ramesh didn't care. His small shop was filled with coins from different countries, different times, and different kings. He spent hours cleaning, studying, and organizing them. Some coins were 100 years old. Some were rare. Some were very beautiful. Ramesh believed that if you understand money, you understand the world. One day, a poor boy named Deepu came into Ramesh's shop. He was about 14 years old. His clothes were torn, and he had no slippers. "Uncle, I want to be rich," Deepu said. "Can you teach me how to make money?" Ramesh smiled. "Why do you want to be rich?" "I want to buy a big house, eat nice food, and take care of my mother." "We are very poor," Deepu said with tears in his eyes. Ramesh looked at the boy and nodded. "Come every day after school. I will teach you the art of money." The next day, Deepu came to the shop. Ramesh gave him a broom. "Clean the floor," he said. Deepu looked confused. "I came to learn about money, not to clean." "This is lesson 1, Ramesh said. Respect money. Respect comes from hard work. When you clean the shop, you respect this place. And when you respect your work, money will respect you." Deepu understood. He cleaned the shop every day. Slowly, he started learning about coins, notes, and how money worked. After a week, Ramesh gave Deepu 10 rupees. "This is your payment. But don't spend it all." "Why not?" Deepu asked. "Because saving is more important than spending. People who spend without thinking become poor. But people who save become rich." Deepu nodded. He saved the money in a small box. Every week, he added more. One day, his box had 100 rupees. He felt proud. Ramesh took Deepu to the market. He showed him a man selling lemonade. "Look," Ramesh said. "That man bought lemons for 50 rupees. He made lemonade and sold it for 150 rupees. He earned 100 rupees. That is the art of growing money." "So, money can grow like a plant?" Deepu asked. "Yes. If you use it wisely, it grows. If you waste it, it dies." Deepu began selling small things in his school: pencils, pens, and snacks. He saved money and slowly grew his small business. One day, a man named Raju came to Ramesh's shop. He was flashy, wore gold chains, and drove a big car. "I want to buy your rare coins," Raju said. "I'll pay a lot." But Ramesh said no. "You want them only to show off. You don't respect the art." Raju laughed. "Money is for power, not for art." He offered 10 times the price. Still, Ramesh said no. Deepu asked, "Uncle, why didn't you sell?" Ramesh replied, "Money is important. But not more than your values. Never sell your soul for coins." As days passed, Deepu learned many things from Ramesh. One afternoon, while cleaning a glass case, he asked, "Uncle, what is the most important thing about money?" Ramesh looked at him and said, "Money is a tool. Like fire, it can cook your food or burn your house. If you use it wisely, it helps. If you misuse it, it hurts." Deepu thought deeply. He realized many people in his neighborhood fought because of money. Some became greedy. Some stole. Some cried because they lost it. "Then we must learn how to use it properly," Deepu said. "Yes," Ramesh replied. "That is the art of money." One day, Deepu saw an old woman outside the shop. She was hungry. He opened his box and gave her 10 rupees. Later, he told Ramesh, "I gave away my money. I don't know why, but I felt happy. Ramesh smiled. This is your next lesson. When you give money to someone who needs it, your heart grows. You don't become poor. You become rich in soul. But uncle, Deepu asked, will I still have enough for myself? Yes, Ramesh said. Because kindness brings blessings. And blessings bring more than money ever can. After 2 years, Deepu had learned a lot. He had saved money, started a small street stall, and helped his mother live a better life. But then came a test. One day, a rich man came to Deepu's stall and offered to buy his entire business. I'll pay you 20,000 rupees, the man said. But you must leave this area. Deepu thought hard. It was a lot of money, and he was still young. He went to Ramesh for advice. Ramesh said, you must decide. Take money and start new, or keep growing where you are. Think about your values, not just the money. Deepu remembered all the lessons. He told the man, no, thank you. My business is small, but it is honest. I will grow it step by step. The man was surprised but smiled. You are wiser than many grown-ups. One winter, Ramesh became ill. He was old and had no family. Deepu took care of him like a son. Uncle, Deepu said, you gave me knowledge. Now let me give you care. Ramesh smiled from his bed. You have truly learned the art of money. Not just how to earn it, but how to respect it, grow it, and use it for good. He gave Deepu a small box. Inside was a rare gold coin. This is not just a coin, Ramesh said. It is a symbol. Use it wisely, or never spend it at all. After Ramesh passed away, Deepu felt very alone. But he decided to honor his teacher. He turned Ramesh's old shop into a small museum of money where people could come, learn about coins, and understand the real value of money. He also started giving lessons to other poor children. He taught them what Ramesh taught him: respect money. Save before you spend. Let money grow. Use money as a tool. Give when you can. Never lose your values. People in the town admired Deepu. They no longer called Ramesh Coin Baba as a joke. They called him the money artist. And Deepu became known as the student of the art. Years passed. Deepu grew into a young man. His small business became bigger. He now owned a grocery store, a mobile shop, and even a delivery van. But he never forgot Ramesh's teachings. He still lived in the same area, wore simple clothes, and helped poor families. Every month, he taught 10 new children about money. His motto was, learn the art of money. Live with heart, not greed. One day, a local school invited Deepu to speak about his journey. The hall was full of students, teachers, and some rich businessmen. Deepu stood on the stage and told his story, how a poor boy learned about money from an old man who loved coins. He ended with this: money is not everything. But if you understand it, respect it, and use it wisely, it can change everything. Not just your life, but others' lives too. The hall stood and clapped. Even the rich men had tears in their eyes. As Deepu became more successful, temptations also grew. Big companies wanted to partner with him. One day, a builder came and said, let's build a mall in this area. I will pay you 50 lakhs if you give up your shop and museum. It was the biggest offer Deepu had ever received. He sat alone and thought, 50 lakhs is a lot. But what about the children I teach here? What about Ramesh's dream? He closed his eyes and imagined Ramesh's voice: money must follow your heart. Never let your heart follow money. The next day, Deepu refused the offer. He told the builder, this place is not for sale. It is my teacher's temple. It is where the art of money lives. The builder was silent. Then he smiled. You are a rare man, Deepu. You remind me of the kind of people this country needs. A few months later, Deepu got a surprise letter. He was selected for a national award called Youth Icon of the Year for his work in financial education and social service. He went to Delhi to receive the award from the President of India. On stage, he said, This award is not mine alone. It belongs to an old man named Ramesh who taught me that money is not just about wealth. It is about wisdom. Money is like water. It can flow to many places, but if you guide it properly, it gives life. That is the art of money. The country came to know about the boy from Sonanagar who became a teacher, a businessman, and a role model. 10 years after Ramesh's death, Deepu organized a special event, the Festival of Coins. Children displayed coin collections. They gave speeches about saving and investing. Poor families learned how to budget and plan for the future. At the end of the festival, Deepu unveiled a statue. It was a life-size figure of Ramesh sitting on his wooden chair, holding a coin in one hand and a book in the other. The plaque read, "Ramesh, the artist of money. A man who taught the value of values." People cried. They clapped. They took pictures. And they promised to teach their children the same lessons. One night, Deepu sat alone in the museum. He looked at the gold coin Ramesh had given him years ago. It was still untouched, inside a glass frame. Beside it, he placed a note. "This coin was never spent, but it made me the richest man in my town. Not with gold, but with wisdom. Money is not the treasure. Knowing how to use it is. That is the real art of money." He closed the museum doors, turned off the lights, and smiled. Ramesh's art was alive. And now, Deepu was the artist.